Hi Simon, welcome to Discovery Foods.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. What we're going to demonstrate today is how quick, simple and easy Mexican food can be.
That's what I like to hear.
The first thing we're going to cook is called a fajita. What we need for this dish, we're going to use chicken today, but you could use fish, you could use vegetables. It's basically a stir-fry dish. And it's very simple. You need sliced chicken, sliced peppers, sliced onion and the seasoning. So little oil goes in there. And then we add the fajita seasoning. Just mix that together and it's instant. And you just let that sit there for 2 or 3 minutes whilst you're frying off your onions and your peppers. The secret of this dish, as in all stir-fry dishes, is that the pan has got to be very, very hot. Carefully add the onions and the peppers. And what we want to try and do is retain the colour and the shape and the crispness, but add some caramelisation to the outside of it. Then what we do then, we put this out and we reserve this for when we cook the chicken. Spread the chicken out evenly over the base of the pan, because what people do too often is they keep stirring things round and round and round. Every time you turn the chicken over, you're introducing coldness to the base of the pan. So that's cooked. Then what you do, you reintroduce the peppers and the onions. So we're just warming the whole thing through.
The smell from there is incredible.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So just give that a quick burst, and that's it. You don't need to cook it any more than that. Now, an old Mexican taught me how to do this. So what this does is brings the tortillas back to life and warms them up ready for the dish. First thing to do is add the salsa.
Okay.
And you keep that towards the middle and the top. Try and keep it fairly even, the amount of chicken, the amount of onion and peppers that goes in. All right. Then you dress it with whatever you like. So if you want a little sour cream, a little guacamole.
Pull it down a bit.
Now the next thing, you must fold up the bottom. Okay, that's good. Then a perfect parcel by folding in one side,
and then
folding in the other side. There you go. And you've got a perfect parcel.
I'm going to have a bite already.
Go on then, go for it. Mind the jalapenos.
That tastes really nice.
There you go, and it's very simple. You're now an expert. Okay?
I can cook Mexican food. This is brilliant.
We're going to make enchiladas, okay?
Right.
It's a traditional Mexican dish. An enchilada really means smothered in sauce and cheese. We need basically the mince, the tortillas, the sauce and the cheese. Right down into the pan. Fantastic. Now it's in, you need to break up the mince with your spoon.
This goes brown quite quickly, doesn't it?
It will. What we've managed to do, Simon, is we've more or less revolutionised the way that cooking is done by introducing a thing called a two-step sauce. So you've got your sauce at the bottom and you've got a spice cap on the top that's appropriate to what it is you're cooking. So you've now managed to cook that down, you've got rid of all of the excess liquor. We then take this off, shake that over the meat. Now I need to add a little bit of water so it can simmer for 20 minutes to make sure it's cooked and it's very succulent and very tender. So we now cook the mince for about 20 minutes. What you do, you take a little bit of mince like that, roll it up like a cigar, okay, and lay it in the dish. Okay. We now smother them in sauce.
This is the rest of the jar coming in.
The rest of the jar. Just run the sauce over the top. Then what you do, as you would again in cannelloni, you sprinkle some cheese on. What we're doing, we're putting cheese on now. This will bring out the flavours of the sauce.
And there's so many flavours in this, isn't there?
Yeah.
So how long do we put this in the oven for now?
That takes probably 15 minutes now in a warm oven.
Okay, so we've got that in the oven now. I'm kind of in the mood for this now. Let's cook something else. What else could we do?
I'm going to show you how to make a thing called a quesadilla.
Right.
It's like a toasted sandwich, and it's so quick, so simple, and tastes to die for. And the first thing we do, we put one tortilla in the pan. Simple. Then you add a little cheese, a little salsa, a couple of spring onions, just chopped up. Then you put another tortilla on the top, okay? Now what you then need to check for is to see, is that browning at the bottom? Yes it is, so it's ready to turn. Okay, so it's that quick.
That's really simple, isn't it?
Okay, we take that out, put it on there.
And what do you do? Do you cut this up? Or?
Now what you do, you cut this into wedges, and you can see how crispy and nice that is. Just tell me how delicious that is. It'll be warm in the middle, so be careful.
Once again, this looks amazing, doesn't it? Really colourful. That is really nice.
It's good, isn't it?
It's very kind of, and very Moorish as well. Like
Absolutely.
you could eat a ton of these, I'm sure.
Yeah. Simon, I hope you've enjoyed today. I'm very impressed with the way you handled all of this. You did it quickly, you did it efficiently, and quite honestly, you've made a fabulous spread.
Listen, Tony, this has been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks really colourful. And the thing is, it didn't take that long to do either.
That's what Discovery Foods is all about. Quick, simple, very, very tasty, very authentic, and delivers every time. So well done.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, baby.